Well, ARK players, we have definitely been here before, but I am back to update you with the new launch time for Scorched Earth. Yes, there has been another delay, but it's not this time too long, but you know, this could always change as the time goes on more and more. That's what's worrying me because, as I said before, when the game launched, there was a delay of about, I can't even remember how many hours it was, but we're going to read through the new launch time now. Please say this is going to be the only one tonight. I'm probably asking for too much there as well again, but let's read through the new launch time. If you guys are excited for the Scorched Earth launch, smash that like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and let's read through it. So earlier on, they said Scorched Earth and Bob's Tall Tales are coming in hot. They put together a thread for us, and it was meant to be 4 p.m. PST. And now they have just tweeted out saying, we're making final preparations for the launch. The new estimated launch time for PC and consoles is 6 p.m. Pacific. So this is now changed if you're in the UK from midnight, which is in 45 minutes. Has now been changed to 2 a.m. and obviously 6 p.m. Pacific if you're not in the UK. So yeah, 2-hour delays so far. There's still a chance you may hear my voice again later on with another delay, but let's hope it's not going to be that, because that would just be the most frustrating thing. You know, I saw a bunch of YouTubers as well have gone live for the launch, and how frustrating is it to like go live for the launch party and stuff, and then having to wait another 2 hours until you can actually play the map. But it looks like it's going to be a long night for everyone. As I said, I will be staying up all night for this launch, so the later it gets, a lot of people said to me, Dom, get some sleep, you know, you put in a lot of work and stuff, and I'm like, don't you worry, I've been here many times before over the last 8 years of making content, so I'm saying that this could be extended further. I hope it's not going to be, but all we can do is just sit and hope that they're only going to, for once, maybe Wildcard could do a record and only delay it one more time. But yeah, so if you missed the details from earlier, they still haven't actually updated the page. But yeah, if you're looking at this now, it has been delayed again another 2 hours. And you know, they did put a message here saying, note, this may get adjusted as we'll update this post accordingly. They said they'd update the post, which in this, they actually posted the same link, but they haven't updated it. They need to start updating these things, because you have to remember, like, not everyone uses Twitter or X, you know, not everyone does. So there's going to still be some people probably at midnight thinking like, where's the launch? Where's the launch? And yeah, we're still waiting along. So yeah, also Bob's Tall Tales, you can purchase it right now. And if you do need to get yourself a server, an ARK Survival Ascended one, the link will be in the description down below to that. But these are the transfer restrictions, by the way, if you didn't see. Character upload/download is enabled. Item/dino download upload is enabled, but the item and/dino download is disabled. So you can upload characters, just not items, and you can upload/download for characters. I'm just being, it's going to get later and later, and I'm going to end up getting more sleepier, but it is what it is. By the way, again, for anyone, I know I've seen loads of people saying it in my comment section, do you need to pay for Scorched Earth? No, it's completely free if you've purchased or if you own ARK Survival Ascended. Today it actually went live on Games Pass. They haven't put out a post for that either, which I thought they would have, but it is now on Games Pass for the Xbox. So if you literally don't have to spend a penny apart from your Xbox Games Pass to be able to play Scorched Earth. Also, something they also said was about Bob's Tall Tales. It says, can I still play on Scorched Earth servers with my friends? And yes, you do not need to own Bob's Tall Tales to play on any servers that have Bob's Tall Tales content. Do I need to, and they said, do I need to activate anything special to enable Bob's Tall Tales? And no, it was baked into the core game, so no changes are necessary. This is the first bit of content, by the way, guys, that we're going to have that isn't in mod form, which I actually quite like. Some people said to me, Dom, you need to get over the fact that things are mods now, and I completely get where a lot of people were coming from, but it was just the fact that I loved when things were implemented into the core game, because it actually felt like it was yours, if that makes sense. And that's why I love DLC launches like this, because it means that if mods break, mods can break quite easily, especially with new launches. So if, but when you've got something that's in the core game, that's always going to guarantee that you're not going to face any problems with it there. But the only frustrating thing well, not the only, but one of the frustrating things about this being delayed again is just the fact that we still have to install the patch. That's the other thing. So, depending on how fast your internet speed is, you could be up pretty late. And it's not great for people that are in the UK, because it was bank holiday over the weekend, which means we had the Friday and the Monday off. And now this is the last day of bank holiday. It means that a lot of people will be back to work tomorrow. So unfortunately, some people may now have to wait until the next day to be able to play it, which means the launch date is actually the 2nd for a lot of people. So anyway, as I said, I will keep you guys up to date all throughout the evening if anything changes. But yeah, it's going to be one tiring Tuesday for me, I can tell you that, and I'm sure for a lot of other people. I was planning on doing a live stream today, but the only reason I actually didn't was, and I don't tend to do a lot of them for the DLC, is because I have witnessed many of these times, especially being a content creator, of these delays happening. So what I tend to do for these is I just keep you guys updated in new posts, and we just have a little bit of a chat, say what could happen and everything, and that's what this is the first one. So if the next video can actually be me saying Scorched Earth is out now, that would be the best thing in the world. I can't wait for it. But now it's to stay up for another 2 hours and 40 minutes to wait up until the launch. And Wildcard actually let us know an hour within the map dropping, which is good. So hopefully, if anything does change again, they will let us know in advance, because the worst thing would be it gets to 2 a.m. or 6 p.m. Pacific, and then they just tell us right then it gets delayed again. But in past experiences, all I'm going to say, guys, is this does happen a lot, and there's even chances that it ends up being delayed until the whole next day for everyone, which is when I'll start to recommend people going to bed if it starts to take a little bit longer, because like I've mentioned in past videos today, when ASA actually launched in October for the PC, it was meant to come out at 9 p.m. and then I was up until 10 a.m. the next day, and that is exactly what I don't want to happen with the launch tonight, because I want to get some sleep. But the thing with Studio Wildcard is you'll have absolutely no idea. You'll have an idea of when it's going to launch, but they could pop out of nowhere and say, oh, this is all of a sudden ready to go live, and then you might have fallen asleep. And that's why I just can't even allow myself to do that, as I don't want to miss out content and I want to bring it to you guys straight away. So do you think this is going to launch at the 6 p.m. Pacific? Are they going to surprise us, or is it going to carry on the long journey of delays? That is something we'll find out. It would have always just been a bit nicer to know this in advance, but I don't know what they do when they make their preparations. I mean, they say we're still making final preparations. What is it that, I guess, if there's any game developers that are watching this video, what is it that Wildcard could bump into? What hurdles are there that they could bump into? Is it like a random bug or something else they need to add into the patch? Because it happens every time. And I play a lot of other games, and they tend to hit their launch date. So what actually is the launch time? So what is getting in the way? Why does this seem to happen? Is it the type of game ARK is? Is it the platform it's built onto? I'd love to find these questions out, and this is something why it'd be amazing to one day in the future interview maybe a dev. I don't think they'd ever be allowed to, but just sort of to learn why these sort of things happen. Because I think if they communicated a little bit with the community and made a post maybe one day and sort of said this is why it happens, then maybe people wouldn't be as annoyed. I mean, I've seen the responses to this Twitter post when it went live, and it was literally just, here we go again. The start is here, and then many people that have waited for launches in the past know that it usually means that there's a long night ahead of us. So hopefully it won't be too bad. I'll keep you guys updated. I don't think there's been any other patches launched. If I go over to it, no, I think, the last one was just on the 29th. They fixed a rare crash during Ascension. I think we read through this one. It was they added the Easter event, which the Easter event is going to be live until April 8th. It's only a small one as they were focusing on Scorched Earth. But please, Studio Wildcard, please, can you just not let us down for a second, third time, and we're not ending up going to be awake all night. That's going to be the video. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them, and just keep your notifications on for my channel, because if anything changes, if anything changes, you'll see a video, but if it launches, the next video you will see is an out now video. Much love to you all. Keep waiting, keep enjoying, and thank you for all the support. Leave a like, subscribe.